Ladies and gentlemen, would you please stand for a word of prayer for our national anthem? As you can tell, we're running a tight ship and staying on schedule. So our old coach Thorpe is going to lead us in prayer and then please remain standing for the anthem. Bow your heads. Father, we just thank you tonight, Lord, for your goodness and mercy. We thank you for salvation. And we just pray that you would be with both teams this evening. We thank you for the good energy in this gym and the competitiveness. Lord, we just want to make sure that when we play the game that we play for you and we play with good testimonies. Just thank you for both schools and what we stand for, and just help us be a light in our neighborhoods and our cities. And we ask all these things in your name. And now the starting lineup, supposed to be just on the scoreboard. The LCA Falcons, put your hands together. Number 1, Kayla Lee.
Yeah, that's how I understand. Ryder Rocker goes 1-2 in the draft.
1-10, Elizabeth Goosey. Number 11, Abby Litton. And people.
Getting ready to start the girls' varsity game here. Will Shipman, glad you could join us here on the Falcon Sports Network. It's Kendall Mattis, Abby Linton, Elizabeth Goosey, Peyton McLean, and Kayla Lee, the starters for the Falcons. So Michaela Pinkerman, the first starter announced for the Lady Colts. Number 12 is Madeline Rigsby. And number 10, Brianna Pugh. Number 4 is Kennedy Osborne. And then number 3, Rayleigh Wright. So Wright, Osborne, Rigsby, Pugh, and Pinkerman, the starters for the Lady Colts. 8 minutes on the clock. Glad you could join us. We're a little late starting, but we've had some great games tonight so far. In the matchup between the Colts and the Falcons, Colts won both the middle school games. Falcons came back in overtime, won the boys JV. So now I got girls varsity action here on the Falcon Sports Network. Kayla Lee gets the tip, drives between players, and gets the first 2 of the night. Falcons in full court pressure. Long skip pass up ahead. It's Pinkerman underneath, misses the shot, but a foul's going to be called. It'll be on Goosey. She'll pick up her first, the team first. One thing that's happened tonight, there's been a lot of fouls called in all 3 contests. If you're just joining us, girls middle school lost 24-26. But there were so many fouls in that game. Both teams combined to shoot 69 free throw attempts. They missed most of them. Next one is good. So the Colts tie it up 2-2. Kayla Lee in a hurry into the front, loses the dribble, picks it up. Over to Goosey. Goosey will fire a 3 that's short, no good. Lee will grab the rebound. Now Lee in the middle of the lane. Nice bounce pass to Mattis, who finished. So Kayla Lee with the assist. Mattis with her first 2, and it's now 4-2. Pinkerman with the ball. Gets it over to Wright. She'll set up the offense on this end. In the middle to Osborne. She goes up and gets the lay-in. Or Rigsby, excuse me. Rigsby goes in and gets the layup. So we're tied at 4. We played a minute. Both teams getting the ball in the basket early. Lee steps through and gets the layup. Kayla Lee with 4. 6-4. Pass in the middle. Skip pass over. Pinkerman grabs in front of Goosey. Down low. Lay-in's going to be made by Osborne. Tied at 6. They'll pick up Lee. So far, they haven't been able to stop her. Wrap around to Mattis. Back to Goosey. Fakes the shot. Back to Lee. Lee crosses over the middle. Over to Mattis. Mattis head fake. Goes in. High off the backboard and gets the bucket. Mattis with 4. Back and forth we go. 8-6 Falcons. Osborne into the front. Goosey nearly pokes it away. Now Lee up top on Wright. Wright hesitates. Lee on her. Near steal. Skip pass across to Pugh. Pugh looking for Pinkerman underneath. Can't get it to her. Now in the corner to Rigsby. Rigsby fires. Misses. Goosey is going to corral the rebound in the corner. To Lee. So the Falcons get a rebound. Heading back the other way. Peyton McLean off the scoop shot is good. 10-6, 5:47 to go here in the first. Pinkerman dribbles past Goosey behind the back. Lee near steal. Gets it to Wright. Wright will slow it down. In the front. Pass in the middle. Mattis on Rigsby. Rigsby's no good, but Pinkerman there with the weak side rebound and put back. So 10-8. 5:22 to go. Litton into the middle of the lane. Over to McLean. Bobbles it. Kicks it back to Litton. Litton thought about the 3. In the middle. Has it stripped away. Lee. Lee with the steal now. Lee coming back the other way. Full head of steam. Takes it all the way in. On the floor, they'll say. Lee was fouled. Hits the deck, but she's all right. Foul is on Kennedy Osborne. That'll be her first. Team's first. So the Falcons throw it in under their basket. Lee with it. Hesitates. Kicks it back to Mattis. Long 2. No good. Rebound pulled down by Wright. Up to Rigsby. Rigsby loses it for a moment. Gets it back to Wright. Now over to Pugh. Pugh backs it up to Wright at center circle. Wright with Lee. Lee pokes it away. And now Wright dribbles it out of bounds. So now Litton gets the inbounds pass from McLean as they front Lee to Goosey. She'll launch a 3 that's good. Elizabeth Goosey with a 3. And it's now 13-8. 5-point lead for the Lady Falcons. Near the center line, Pugh now has it. Thought about stepping in a 3. Down to Pinkerman. Goes up over McLean. They're going to call a travel on Pinkerman as she shuffles the feet. Turnover gives it back to the Lady Falcons. Now Osborne covering Lee. Up to Goosey. Goosey will dribble it across to Litton in the corner. Tries to get it down low to Mattis. Stolen away by the Colts. Now it's turned back over to McLean. Down low to Mattis. Mattis in trouble. Reach in. Foul's going to be called. Think they're going to get 12. Rigsby. They do. Foul's on Rigsby, her first. That's the team's second. Falcons will have the ball underneath their own basket. McLean to inbound. 3:56 to go. So we played halfway through this first quarter. Lee in the corner. Hesitates. Drives. Kicks it to Litton. Litton sets up for a 3 and hits it. Abby Litton with her first points of the night. Make it 16-8. Full court pressure by the Falcons. Osborne passes ahead to Pinkerman. Pinkerman. Goosey pokes it away, but Pugh there to get it, misses, but Pinkerman gets another shot, misses. McLean with a strong rebound, gets it to Lee. Lee steps in, misses. Mattis with the rebound, her putback no good. Goosey with the rebound, her putback is good. Goosey with 5, and a timeout is going to be taken by the Colts. Falcons up 10, 18-8, with 3:18 to go here on the Falcon Sports Network. .318 to go. Falcons up by 10. Lady Falcons up by 10. Lady Colts with the ball. Length of the court. Throw it up to Pinkerman. Pinkerman with McLean on her and Lee. Double team. Bounces it back to Wright. Wright will settle. Pinkerman skip across. Nice look underneath, but the shot is missed. Ling goes up to get the rebound. Jump ball will stay on this end. Karis Weeks comes to the table, set to check in to replace Elizabeth Goosey. Osborne to throw it in. She's looking. Gets it to Rigsby. Lee on her. Rigsby loses it. Lee picks it up. Now Lee, head of the pack. Pugh trailing her. Misses the shot. Knocked out of bounds. Will stay on this end. I think Lee was expecting some contact there. Pugh just laid off of her. Was going to let her throw it in. Now Lee with it again. Bounces it low to Mattis. Mattis misses the shot. Osborne with the rebound. Over to Pinkerman. Pinkerman loses it out of bounds, and the Falcons will get the ball back here in the front court. McLean into Litton. Litton, three, too strong. Rebound brought down by Weeks. Gets it out to Lee. She'll reset. Lee drives through the middle. Foul going to be called. I'm not sure who they got that foul on. I'll have to check that halftime. I think it was either Osborne or Wright. Now Weeks with the ball, kicks it back to McLean. Her shot too strong. Battle for the rebound. Two Colts hold on to it. Now Mattis goes in and strips it. Goes up over everybody and gets the block. She'll get two shots. Pinkerman will pick up the foul. Be her first, the team fourth. So this will send Mattis to the line to shoot two. Mattis' first free throw is good. Rattles it in. She'll get another. Osborne coming out. I think Osborne picked up that foul. She's got two. It's the reason she's coming out. And now Mattis hits the second. So the Falcons now at 20 here in the first quarter, up 20-8. Near steal by Litton. Pinkerman in the backcourt. Now Rigsby with it. He's got Wright looking around, trying to find somebody to throw it to. And before they can, a timeout is going to be called by the Colts. That's their second timeout here in the first quarter. This timeout will be a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it here. I'll let you know right now, Falcons balanced scoring so far. Mattis has 6, Elizabeth Goosey with 5, Litton with 3, and Kayla Lee with 4 to get the 20 for the Falcons. Got Osborne with 2, Rigsby with 2, Michaela Pinkerman with 4 for the Colts. The big one, Osborne with 2 fouls. Lady Falcons only 1 foul here. It's a little refreshing not to have very many fouls called. I hope I don't jinx it. Like I knew a 3-man officiating crew here. Different crew than we had for the first 3 games. They were consistent. They called it on both teams. They just called a bunch of them. Now the pass over the corner. Pugh picks it up. Lily Weaver in the game. She has the ball now. Poked away by Lee. Picked up by Mattis. Up to Lee. Lee will take it all the way in with the left hand and score. Lee with 6, 22-8 now. Ball deflected out of bounds by Litton. 2:02 to go here in the first quarter. 22-8. Pass to Wright. Now the skip pass to Weaver. Weaver, Lee pokes it away right there. There's a jump ball. And it will be the Lady Falcons basketball. Good defense by Lee to get the steal. Weaver on Lee. Lee over to McLean. Down to Weeks. Into Mattis. Mattis goes up. She'll be fouled by Pugh and get 2 shots. Pugh with her 5th foul. So Mattis will go to the line to shoot 2. First free throw is good. I think you saw more Dawson Still on that shot than the free throw. Mattis. Next free throw is good. And back the other way. Defense. Now for the Lady Falcons. There's a pass into the front court. It gets by Pinkerman out of bounds. It will be the Falcons basketball. So now the Lady Falcons throw it in, get it to Liddon at midcourt. Liddon to Peyton McLean. Hesitates, runs it down the corner, gets it inside to Mattis, but stolen away by Wright. Now she goes to the floor with it. It'll be out of bounds, and the Lady Falcons will have possession. Mia McLean coming in, replacing Abby Liddon with 92 seconds to go in the first quarter. Lady Falcons up 24-8 off the free throws. Mia McLean, floater, no good. Weeks with the rebound, back to Mattis. Mattis long, 2 is good. Kendall Mattis in double figures with 10, 26-8 now. Pinkerman in the front court. Big run for the Lady Falcons. I believe it was 10-8. And now near back court, Weaver picks it up, hands it back to Wright. Now Wright dribbles into the corner, tries to dump it down low to Rigsby, stolen away by Mattis. Mattis with the ball, Weaver on her. Behind the back, in the lane, goes up, and a charge is going to be called on Mattis. Be the second team foul on the Falcons. So I believe right now Lady Falcons are on a 16-0 run. As Liddon comes back in the game, she's going to replace Mattis. 58.4 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Throw into Wright, up to Pinkerman. Pinkerman gets by Weeks, loses it, has to pick it up, passes it over to the other side. Liddon there with the steal. Up ahead to Lee. Lee goes up, blocked by Rigsby, and then Liddon bats the pass out of bounds with 44.6. So Lady Falcons trying to get to 30 here in the first quarter. Scored 32 in the first quarter against Lancaster on Tuesday. Weeks with the steal. Back to Lee. Lee will launch a 3. That's good. Kayla Lee from the top of the key gets a 3. 29-8. Lady Falcons with the lead. Steal by Lee. Lee steps through. Layup no good. Rebound pulled down and fought for. Litton goes in to tie it up at 24.6. Possession arrow to the Lady Colts. Rigsby to throw it in. Looking, gets over to Pinkerman. Pinkerman hesitates, 22 seconds to go. Tosses it to Rigsby. Rigsby with McLean on her, hesitates, drives by, goes up. Peyton McLean's going to get called for a bump. That'll be her first foul. The team's third, and so this will send Rigsby to the line to shoot 2 free throws to try to break the 19-0 run that the Lady Falcons are on here. Rigsby's free throw is good. So Mattis comes in, replaces McLean with 15.4 seconds. Mia McLean. Next one by Rigsby is short. Rebound pulled down by Weeks. Gives it to Lee. 13 seconds. Lee ahead for Mattis. Gathers, goes up, lays it in. Mattis with another 2. Lady Falcons another 30-point first quarter. 31-9. And now Weeks on Pinkerman. Pinkerman's not going to get it off in time. And the Lady Falcons end the first quarter on a 21-1 run and take a 31-9 lead into the second. Back in a moment on the Falcon Sports Network. Based in Nashville, Tennessee, Catch 23 Performance is one of the nation's leading resources for top performers. Working with athletes and their families across the United States and internationally who desire to achieve optimal performance levels and are ready to do what it takes to bypass their competitors. Catch 23 is one of the only firms that coaches parents of the developing athlete or artist to ensure top quality of care as their child progresses anywhere from Little League and talent shows to pro levels. Look for more information online. Check out their website at catch23performance.com. That's catch23performance.com. And tell them that the Falcon Broadcasting Network sent you. Lady Falcons with a big run, 21-1 to end the first quarter, take a 31-9 lead into the second. Lady Falcons will have the ball to start. It'll be McLean throwing it into Lee. Lee in the front, over to Weeks, now to Litton in the corner. Litton hesitates, drives, kicks it back to Weeks, back to Lee. Lee in the lane to Litton from the free throw line. It's going to be short. Weeks with the rebound. Goes up, misses the shot. Battle for the rebound, out of bounds. They'll say last touch by Mattis. So Lady Colts will get it back, trailing 31-9. Now quickly break the press. Pinkerman ahead of the pack. Goes up, gets the lay-in. So Pinkerman with the first two of the second quarter makes it a 20-point lead, 31-11. Lee loses the handle. They're going to say a carry. So the turnover gives it back to the Lady Colts. Be Rigsby throwing it in at midcourt. Rigsby looking, throws it to Pugh. Pugh with Litton on her. Kicks it back to right, now back to Pugh. Pugh to right, they're content with throwing it around. Now Lee following right around. Dumps it down low to Rigsby. Rigsby over Mattis scores. Good move by Rigsby. 31-13 now. We played a minute here in the second quarter. Long pass up to Litton. Down low to Weeks. Pugh over her back is going to get called for a foul. So for Pugh, that will be her second foul. That will be the team's sixth. So the Lady Falcons will be shooting free throws after this. So for the next 7:02, they'll be in the bonus. Pugh is going to come out. Kennedy Osborne replace her. I believe Kennedy has two fouls also. McLean to Litton. Litton in the lane. Goes up. She'll draw a foul. So now some confusion. They've called the officials over the scoreboard table. So now some question. And they're going to have a discussion about who's the fouls on maybe. As there is some discussion. Not sure what it's all about. All I know is Litton's getting ready to go to the line. I think they got it on 2-5 Oldendorf, who just checked into the game. Litton's first free throw is an air ball. So Litton will get another. Next free throw, too strong. Pinkerman takes the rebound over to Osborne. Lady Falcons up 31-13. Near steal. Now Weeks knocks it away. Lee up ahead to Mattis. Mattis can't handle the pass, goes out of bounds. So they give it right back. Lady Falcons not as crisp here to start the second quarter as they were at the end of the first. Pass over. Litton deflects it. Lee comes away with it. Now Lee in the lane. Passes off to Mattis. They say no shot, and they're going to call a charge on Lee. So Kayla Lee will pick up the foul, be her first, the team fourth. So again, Lady Falcons turn it over. Haven't got a shot off, have caused some turnovers on defense. Now Mattis, the pass to her, she has to gather it in the corner. Back up to Weeks, back to Lee. Lee with Osborne on her. Crosses over, goes in the middle, dumps it down for Weeks, loses it. picked up by Oldendorf. Oldendorf comes out with it. She'll dribble across the line. Nobody picks her up. Back to right to Osborne. Looking underneath. Osborne will shoot a long three. No good. Pinkerman turns around, shoots over Madison, scores. So Pinkerman with 8. It's 31-15. A 6-0 run by the Colts to start this quarter. Now Liddon will set up for a three that's good. That'll stop the streak. Abby Liddon, her second three. She's got 6, 34-15. Long pass for Pinkerman, deflected by Weeks, but Pinkerman gathers, misses the shot. Weeks comes away with the board, gets it to Liddon. Liddon passes it to Lee. Lee hesitates, goes between, scoops it, no good. Rebound pulled down by Wright, then dribbles it off her foot out of bounds. So we'll stay on this end. Ashley Bellamy come in first time. Now Goosey's going to come in, replace Mattis. Bellamy will come in, replacing Oldendorf. Lee in the middle, gets it over to McLean. McLean's floater, no good. Rebound pulled down by Rigsby. Now Osborne with the ball. She'll dribble it across. McLean will pick her up. Now she's trapped, but she's able to get out of it. Gets it to Wright. Wright will launch a three from the top of the key. That's good. So Rayleigh Wright with her first points of the night makes it 34-18. Colts hot to go start here. Goosey, the pass goes over her hands and out. And now Coach Wynn trying to get her players. Coach needs to do. Pinkerman's going to come out. She will be replaced. Now Rigsby loses the handle. Ball goes out of bounds. So the Falcons will have the ball on the far side. It'll be McLean to throw it in. 4:55 to go here in the second quarter. Falcons scored 31 the first. Have only scored 3 here so far in the second. The offense has dried up. Lee loses the handle back to Liddon. Liddon will fire a three. It's going to be too strong, but Goosey there on the opposite end for the rebound gets the putback. So Goosey having a comfortable game. She's got 7, 36-18. Pass to Pugh, nearly stolen by Weeks, out of bounds. We'll stay on this end. Now Mia McLean will check in, replacing Kayla Lee. So Lee will get a breather with 4:28 to go here in the first half. Pass to Pugh. She'll set up, looking. And then McLean comes out, picks her up. Pass for Osborne goes through her fingertips, out of bounds. So the Falcons will have it. Mia McLean sets up as the point guard, gets it back to Payton. Payton dribbles through traffic, loses it to Rigsby. Rigsby now with the ball. Mia McLean with her. Rigsby goes up over McLean, misses. Battle for the rebound, and Liddon comes out with it. Now a foul's going to be called. Liddon will be shooting free throws. So Rigsby picks up the foul. That'll be her second. The team 8th. And then, so now Liddon back to the line. She gets 1 plus the bonus this time. Liddon takes a deep breath. Good bend to the knees. Free throw on the way is short. Rebound by Rigsby. McLean is going to get called for the reach. So for Payton, that'll be her second foul. The team's 5th. So we got 4:10 to go. Sorry, we didn't move the camera. Now Liddon's going to get a steal off the inbounds. Liddon to McLean. Mia McLean's shot, no good. Liddon goes in for the rebound. It's stripped away, though. Wright's going to come away with it. Gets it up to Osborne. Osborne to Pugh. Pugh will bring it across. Passes it down low for Bellamy. Back to Pugh. Pugh will line up a three that's an air ball. Goes out of bounds. The Falcons will get the ball back. Lady Falcons up 36-18. 18-point lead. 3:48 to go before half. Payton McLean with it. Up ahead. Intended for Mia McLean. It's stolen by Bellamy. Now up ahead for Osborne. Osborne misses the shot. Battles with Liddon and McLean for the rebound. McLean comes away with it before the ball can be passed into the front court. A timeout is called by the Lady Falcons. So timeout by the Lady Falcons. be a 30-second timeout with 3:34 to go here in the first half. Falcons up by 18 on the Falcons Sports Network. Falcons will have the ball in the backcourt. McLean to Lee. Lee to Guzzi in the corner. Guzzi head fakes, drives, baseline, blocked by Rigsby. Rigsby with the ball, now looking to pass it, gets it over to Wright. Now Wright dribbles into the front court. McLean hounding her. Lee back in the game. Ball deflected. Rigsby picks it back up. Now Rigsby dumps it down low for Pinkerman. Goes up over Weeks and scores. So Pinkerman in double figures now with 10. It's 36-20. Lee dribbling through the defense. Around, and a block is going to be called on Pinkerman. That will be her second. Team's ninth. So this will be the last 1-and-1 for the Lady Falcons. Kayla Lee will take it. After this, for the last 3:05, Lady Falcons will be a double bonus on any foul. Lee is going to hit the free throw. It's good. Lee now in double figures with 10. Joins Mattis in double figures for the Lady Falcons. Next one on the way is no good. Battle for the rebound. McLean and Rigsby battle for it. It's a jump ball. The Lady Colts will take possession. Now Mattis and Lynn back in, replacing Weeks and McLean. So the starting five back in for the Lady Falcons. 3:03 to go. Full court press by the Lady Falcons. Lee's going to deflect it and get the steal. Now Lee with the ball, crossing over in the middle. And now a charge is going to be called on Lee. Tough call. Didn't look like Osborne was set, but that's the call we'll get. 16 foul, so that will put the Colts in the bonus on the next foul. Lady Falcons in a 1-2-2 press. Skip pass. Litton's going to intercept it. Litton takes it all the way in, misses the shot. Out of bounds. They'll say that it was not touched by the Colts. So the turnover gives it back to them. Wright with the ball, back to Rigsby. Rigsby dribbles past Lee down the sideline. Now holds up, hands it to Wright out near the timeline. Wright picked up by Lee. Lee pokes it. It goes out of bounds. Good job by Lee. Good defense by Kayla. And now Mia McLean will come in replacing Lee, who has 2 fouls. So don't want Lee to get her third here in the first half. So she'll probably not come back until the second half. Dump down low. A travel is going to be called before the pass, so the turnover gives it back to the Lady Falcons. 2:34 up by 17. Lady Falcons have only scored 6 points in this quarter. Now the pass goes through Guzzi's fingers out of bounds. So Lady Falcons just can't get a flow going here in this quarter. Mattis guarding the inbounds to Pinkerman. Goes across to Osborne. She'll bring it across the timeline, giving the corner to Bellamy. Bellamy dribbles to the baseline. McLean picks her up. She spins and travels. So McLean to inbounds to Mia McLean. Mia up ahead to Guzzi. Guzzi head faked too late on the pass as Rigsby was able to get back. Now Weeks is getting ready to come into the game. Pinkerman dribbles it across the line. Now steps up. Dribbles in front of Mia McLean behind the back. Good defense by Mia to stay with her. Pugh now with it up top. Will dribble to the corner. Looks underneath for Rigsby. Her pass is deflected. Mia McLean comes up with it. Now she loses it to Rigsby. Rigsby heading back the other way. Rigsby goes around Litton and scores. Rigsby with 5. 15-point lead, 37-20. McLean loses the dribble for a moment, gets it back. Peyton McLean tries to get it down to Mattis. It's stolen away by Pinkerman, but she's out of bounds. Now Karis Week's going to come in for Guzzi with 90 seconds to go here in the second quarter, McLean battles with Osborne for the ball. It's a jump ball. Lady Falcons will keep possession. Lee's going to come back in, so they're going to risk it with Lee with 2 fouls. Lee. Osborne on her, goes to Litton. Down low to Mattis. Mattis with Pinkerman on her. Over to McLean, but it's out of bounds, so the Falcons will retain possession. Lady Falcons, though, not making crisp passes here. But give credit to the Lady Colts defense. They've got fast hands, and they're making it very difficult for the Lady Falcons to make passes. They just got to make some better, crisper passes, not be lazy with them. Lynn will dribble it to the top, get it to Lee. We approach 1 minute to go here in the first half. Down low for Mattis, stolen away by Pinkerman. Osborne loses it out in midcourt, hands it off to Wright. 55 seconds to go. Wright dribbles on Lee. Bounces it to Osborne. Osborne across the Pugh. Down low for Pinkerman. Batted away, stolen by Mattis. Mattis now with it. Osborne from behind. Mattis spins, misses the shot. Osborne with the rebound. 35 seconds to go. Hands it off to Wright. Right into the front court. Litton with the near steal. Wright now walks. And she tries to pass the ball away. Lee with good defense there. Now Mia McLean will come in. And McLean is going to replace Kayla Lee. I think with 28 seconds to go, again, this is we don't want you to get your third foul. Mia McLean to Payton. Payton's pass deflected. And now Lee getting back up off the bench. She's going to replace Payton McLean. Into Lee. Lee stepped into the back court. That's over and back. So the turnover gives it back to the Lady Colts. Lady Falcons 31 the first quarter. Have only scored 6 here in the second. It's been a struggle. Lee. Wright. Back to Pugh. Pugh backs it up with 12 seconds to go. Wright now with the ball. Litton all over Bellamy. Bellamy can't get rid of it. Litton saves in the corner to Mattis. Mattis fires. It's going to be short, and that'll do it for the first half. The Lady Falcons will take a 15-point lead into the locker room, 37-22. As the halftime score here on the Falcons Sports Network on YouTube.
Challenging academics. What does that mean exactly? For many schools in Williamson County, the benchmark of a school's success is either how rigorous are their academic programs, how high are their standardized test scores, or how lucrative are the scholarship dollars their college-bound students are getting. All of those are great things, and here at FCA, we can show you all of those things. We can show you 32s on ACTs and full ride scholarships to major universities. But that's not really the benchmark of academic success here at FCA. Here's what challenging academics means for us. As a small school, one of the greatest benefits is that your child's mind and heart will be challenged and inspired right where they're at. Our faculty know every child by name. They know their story, they know their family, they know what makes that child's brain tick. And that allows us to really meet their needs, to give them that one-on-one attention that helps them soar and succeed. But it also helps each child to find what their dreams are, what their unique calling by God is. Our vision is that when a senior walks the stage at graduation, they know that they know that they know that God has a calling on their life and their life is not their own. And something that they've encountered in their time here at FCA has helped them figure out what that calling is. But more often than not, that thing that they encountered that inspired their mind and their heart, it was a teacher. You see, at FCA, we believe that the best learning happens in the context of relationship, and that a teacher is the curriculum more than any textbook. That's why we're so careful about who we hire. The first qualification, if you want to be on FCA's faculty, is you've got to love kids and love Jesus. Yes, you must be an expert in your field, but perhaps there's another school for you if loving kids and loving Jesus isn't first on your list. Take Jim Tannehill, for example. His last post was teaching at the Naval Academy in Annapolis, Maryland. Talk about being overqualified to teach in a small private Christian school. But he's here because he valued spending time in relationship with teenagers and being able to share his love for Jesus with them in every science class that he teaches. That's why he's here. So one of the things that our faculty has done is that we've studied brain science. We really want to know what makes the brain work best and how to help your child learn. One of the things we found is that so many children in America today are walking into school in fight or flight mode. That's this part of your brain back here. And it means that your child is not truly emotionally, psychologically, and spiritually healthy. Maybe that's because of trauma that's happened in their past. Maybe it's because of things that are going on in their home. Maybe it's because they have a learning difference, and every time they walk in the doors of the building, they feel stupid. Maybe there's bullying going on, and they don't feel like they belong. Whatever the problem is, if your child is walking around in fight or flight mode, they're never going to retain the information they need to retain. They're never going to be able to learn all of the things that we want to share with them. And that's why we've taken such care to hire people who truly love your child and want to walk with your children through all aspects of life, not just disseminate information. We believe that that's what really takes our kids to new heights academically, is this focus on taking good care of all parts of their brain. Another thing that brain science has taught us is the value of fresh air and sunlight. The brain needs these things to learn. That's why we've included roll-up doors in every one of our classrooms, letting the indoors out and the outdoors in. We also encourage our students to take brain breaks during the day, and we hold a long lunch where we encourage our students to eat on picnic tables, go outside, go throw baskets in the gym, whatever they can do to help give their brain the rest and recovery it needs to retain more information. Welcome to Ward Gymnasium. One of the biggest ways that we build community is through athletics. We are the Franklin Christian Academy Falcons, and we're part of the Middle Tennessee Athletic Conference. We offer just about every sport your student could want to be a part of. Football, basketball, volleyball, golf, soccer, cross country, baseball, and more. And you know what? We're pretty good at them. In fact, just this year, our middle school and varsity girls won championships in both volleyball and basketball. Our varsity boys basketball team traveled to a national conference of Christian schools and came in second place in their division. We are so proud of our athletes. But you know what? Banners and championships, those are not the end goal here at FCA. It's the community, it's the discipleship that comes from being part of something bigger than yourself. That's what we value. It's that coach that really loves your child and loves Jesus. It's the sacrifice, the discipline, and the sportsmanship that they learn while they're on the field or the court. That's what matters in the FCA athletic department.
That's the quickest way to say excuse me. Oh, is it that? Is it get away?
back getting ready to start the second half here. Halftime score, Lady Falcons up 37-22. Lady Falcons had 31 in the first quarter, but only mustered 6 in the seventh quarter, had 8+ turnovers. So let's see if we can correct that here as we go into the second half. Kendall Mattis in double figures with 12. Kayla Lee has 10. Abby Lynn with 6. Elizabeth Goosey with 7. The scoring for the Falcons. For the Colts, the Lady Colts, they have Miss Kayla Pinkerman is in double digits with 10. Rigsby with 5. Osborne with 2. And Rayleigh Wright hit a 3-pointer. So we got 45 seconds left on the clock. Getting ready to start the second half here. It will be Lady Colts basketball as we begin. Glad you could join us here on the Falcon Sports Network. Is on the World Wide Web. We're on YouTube. We're glad you could join us here as we've had a long night of basketball. Been some very close games in the first contest. The two middle school contests were both won by the Colts. The boys JV took their contest in overtime. So Lady Falcons now with a 15-point lead. It's a huge lead for tonight's action. So the Lady Falcons will come out with Peyton McLean, Goosey, Lee, and Mattis, the starting 5. It'll be Wright, Osborne, Pugh, Pinkerman, and Rigsby for the Lady Colts. Here we go. We get started. And get underway to go here in the second half. Third quarter. Lady Colts get it underneath. Nice move by Osborne. Just couldn't complete the shot. Now Mattis gets the rebound. In trouble. Gets away to Lee. Lee will throw a long pass up for McLean. McLean blocked by Rigsby. Saves it, but to McLean. Now Mattis shoots over Wright, but misses the shot. Rebound pulled away by Pugh. Right with it. Lee on her. Lee pokes it away. Gets the steal. Goes up with the left hand and scores. Kayla Lee with 2 more. And Lady Falcons get the first 2 points of the second half, 39-22. Full court press. The Colts break it. Pinkerman over Goosey. Misses the shot. Rebound out of bounds. Will stay on this end. Osborne to throw it in. Down to Rigsby. Goosey battles with her for the ball. They get out to Wright with Lee on her. Lee pokes it away again. Pugh follows her in. Lee, the right hand this time, gets the lay in. So 2 more for Lee. 41-22. Break the press again. Osborne into the front court. Goosey picks her up. Dumps it down low to Pinkerman. Pinkerman with McLean on her. Kicks it back to Osborne. Long 2 is no good. Pugh with the weak side rebound. A foul's going to be called. Let's see who he gets. So Pugh goes to the line. That's the first team foul for the Falcons here in the second half. Pugh misses the first free throw. Second one on the way by Pugh. No good. Missed them both. Pinkerman goes up to get the rebound. Bats it out of bounds. So Pugh misses both their opportunities. The free throw line. 0-2. She's still scoreless on the night. 6:39 to go in the third quarter. Lee through traffic up ahead for Goosey. Overthrows her out of bounds. So they'll give the ball back to the Lady Colts. Rigsby's pass. In, kick back to Rigsby. Now Osborne up to Pinkerman. Breaks the press to Pugh. Nice movement of the ball there by the Lady Colts. Pugh gets her first 2 of the night. And now Pugh falls down as Lee dribbles past her. Mattis' shot is blocked. And so now the pass up ahead to Wright. Wright's layup is good. So 4 quick points by the Lady Colts to make it 41-26. McLean hesitates over to Lee. Lee down to Linton. Linton drives baseline, wrap around to Mattis. Mattis goes up. She'll be hammered. And so she'll get 2 free throws. So Pugh picks up the foul. Be her third, the team's first here of the second half. And so Mattis will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. Hits the first. One more for Mattis on the way. Is short. Rebound pulled down by Osborne. She gets it over to Pugh. Stops at the top score strike. Now a tie up as McLean ties up right. And so the Falcons will get the ball back on the alternating possession. Lee down the lane, goes up, misses the shot, and now a late charge called on Lee from the far side official. So for Kayla Lee, that's her 3rd foul, all 3 on charges. 2nd team foul. Pass into Osborne. Liddon picks her up on the baseline, dribbles by her. Osborne picks up the pass to Pinkerman to Pugh. Pugh. McLean, it looked like a block, but they're going to call the foul. And so the foul on Payton's going to send Pugh to the line. So 3 quick fouls on the Lady Falcons. We got 5:36 to go here in the 3rd. For McLean, that's her 3rd. Pugh back to the free throw line. First free throw is no good. She's 0-3 now. She'll get one more. Next one by Pugh. No good. Liddon, one-handed rebound on the weak side. Deep pass to McLean. McLean shoots over Osborne and scores. So Peyton McLean gets another 2. 44-26. McLean with a steal. Up ahead for Lee. Lee's got to run it down. Can't gather it. It dribbles off her hands out of bounds. Lee on defense gets the steal from Rigsby. Rigsby fouls her as she goes up. Let's see if they give her 2 shots. Or call it on the floor. Rigsby's 3rd foul. They're going to say on the floor. So Mattis to throw it into Lee. Lee hesitates to Mattis in the wing, out to McLean. McLean over to Liddon. Liddon hesitates on the 3, tries to bounce to Guzzi. Guzzi gets it. Liddon will fire a 3 that's no good. Rebound pulled down by Rigsby. Now a tie-up underneath between Mattis and Rigsby is going to cause a jump ball, give alternate possession to the Lady Colts. Karis Weeks coming in, replacing Guzzi with 4:53 to go in the 3rd quarter. Rigsby's pass overthrown, but Osborne there on the backside to get it. So Osborne picks up the dribble to Rigsby. She'll launch a 3 that's no good. Osborne with the rebound. Mattis stuffs her in the middle of the lane, and now Rigsby is going to get called for a hold inside. And for Rigsby, that'll be her 4th. Team's 3rd. So now Lee dribbles it across, actually crosses over, gets it to McLean. McLean slips, trips, goes down. Now Pugh over to Osborne. Osborne back to Walker, Walker misses the shot. Kayla Lee comes out there with the rebound. Now Lee pauses, tries to pass it. It goes out of bounds as she was holding up, trying not to draw that 4th foul on the charge. As Rigsby was set up in the lane, and now substitutions in. No, they're keeping the substitutions at the table. They're saying play. They won't let the substitutions in because they'd already given the ball away. Now McLean's going to pick up a foul, and it's going to send Pinkerman to the line. So McLean will pick up her 4th. So this will send Pinkerman to the line to shoot 2. She's 2 of 2 already tonight. First free throw on the way is good. Pinkerman hits nothing but the net. So now Mia McLean and Guzzi checked in. Pinkerman get another shot, a free throw here. Free throw is no good. Rebound pulled down by Rigsby. Liddon comes away with the rebound. Now Liddon up ahead to Guzzi. Guzzi tries to get it to Weeks. It's bad out of bounds. Will stay on this end. Lady Falcons with the ball, a 44-27 lead as we approach halfway through the third quarter. Weeks now with it to Liddon, to McLean. Mia McLean hesitates, back to Liddon. Fires a three that's no good. Rebound pulled down by Rigsby. Now Mattis on her. She picks up her dribble. Mia McLean gets it. Mattis goes up. She'll draw the foul and go to the free throw line. Fourth team foul. Mattis misses the free throw. Pugh comes back in as Mattis misses the first one. She'll get one more. This one rattles in, is good. So now 45-27. 18-point lead. Ball is loose, and now Pugh will get a foul on the hold. So that'll be the 15th foul on CCS. McLean now with the ball out top. Dribbling, skip pass over to Liddon. Liddon down low to Mattis. Mattis to Weeks. Good look. Karis Weeks gets the bucket and the foul. Basket's good. So Rayleigh Wright gets the first. Karis Weeks with her first two will now get the free throw. Misses. And now a ball lost out of bounds. Gives it back to the Lady Falcons. 20-point lead, 3:29 to go here in the third quarter. Mia McLean running the point. Liddon in the backcourt with her. Passes to Liddon. Now Liddon crosses over at the timeline. Tries to get to Goosey. Goosey, ball's batted around. Mattis picks it up. Dumps it to Weeks. Weeks tries to get it back into Mattis. It's stolen away by Oldendorf, who just checked in. Oldendorf gets it to Wright. Wright nearly throws it away. They'll say it was deflected by Liddon out of bounds. So the Lady Colts will throw it in, trailing by 20. 3:09 to go in the third. Skip pass across to Bellamy. Weeks comes up to meet her. Bellamy dribbles by her into the front court. Liddon picks her up and dribbles by Liddon. Then it's batted away by Mattis. Now Liddon with the ball. She's got McLean ahead of her. Liddon with the left hand all the way in. Blocked by Pinkerman out of bounds. Will stay on this end. Mia McLean to throw it in. To Mattis. Out in the corner. She'll drive in. Tries to dump it down to Weeks. It's blocked away by Pinkerman. Pinkerman with it. Goosey will pick her up at half court. She'll dribble down to the corner. Goosey, good job staying with her. Near steal. That's a double dribble. So the turnover gives it back to the Lady Falcons. 2:38. Goosey, good defensive job there. So Goosey will get the ball back to McLean. Mia McLean ahead to Weeks. Weeks now will drive and get bumped. No call. Oh, my goodness. Oldendorf just laid a hip check on her. And no call as Weeks was driving to the basket. They said Weeks just dribbled it out of bounds. 2:26 to go. Now Pinkerman crosses over through him. Mattis picks her up. Liddon following her. Gets it over to Oldendorf. Now Mia McLean with the deflection. She'll run it down. McLean all the way in. Gets the lay-in. So Mia McLean picks up 2 points. Her first two of the night. 49-27. Full court pressure still on by the Lady Falcons. Head by 22. Oldendorf back to Bellamy. Bellamy. Oldendorf with it again. Now dribbles toward the middle. Liddon will pick her up, and then she'll dribble through him. Can't get rid of it. Now gets it back to Wright, and the Lady Colts will set up. Wright spins back. 1:45 to go here in the quarter. Pinkerman not picked up. Drives in the middle. Goes up. Weeks will get called for the foul. And that'll put Pinkerman at the line to shoot 2. Foul on Weeks is the 5th foul on the Falcons. Pinkerman's free throw is good. Pinkerman missed 3 in a row. Now he hits that one. 49-28. Lady Falcons will be in the bonus the rest of the way as the Lady Colts have already had 16 fouls called on them in this half. Next free throw by Pinkerman is good. She rolls it in. So back to a 20-point game, 49-29. Kayla Lee back in the game. Dribbles into the front court, weaves her way through traffic, gets it to Litton on the wing. 3, no good. Rebound by Pinkerman. Litton deflects the ball away, gets it to Mia McLean underneath the basket, misses the shot right in front of the rim. Just a little too strong. Now Oldendorf with it, gets it ahead to Pugh. Pugh into the front court, hands it off to Pinkerman. On the wing, Pinkerman loses the dribble, has to pick it up. Gets it back to Pugh, over to Wright with 1:07 to go here in the third. Wright, deflected away by Lee, but she's able to run it back down. Now deflected again. Double teamed. Mia McLean with the steal. Takes it all the way in for the layup and scores. Mia McLean with 2. 51-29. Oldendorf ahead to Pinkerman. Pinkerman to Bellamy. Bellamy spins on Weeks. Boxes herself in. Now battle for the rebound. Guzzi battling with Pinkerman. Pugh comes away with it. She'll think about stepping into a 3. Now hits it back to Wright. Wright with Lee on her. Tries to bounce to Pinkerman. Guzzi there with the steal. Up ahead to Lee. Lee takes it all the way in. Gets the layup and the foul. The basket is good for Kayla Lee. The 17th foul on the Lady Colts. Lee have a chance for the old-fashioned three-point play. Misses it. Rebound by Pinkerman. 20 seconds to go here in the third period. Lee, nice little poke and steal. Goes up with the right hand and scores. Lee with 2 more. 55-29. Pinkerman dribbles across. Guzzi picks her up. Almost loses it. They're going to get a foul. Who do they get? They get Mia McLean on the foul. It's the 16th foul, so the ball be inbounds on the side in front court. Lady Colts, 3.9 seconds to go. Pugh to inbound. Back to Oldendorf, back to Pugh. She'll launch a long 3 that's too strong, and that'll do it. Lady Falcons will take a 55-29 lead into the fourth quarter. Lee Company is a proud sponsor of the Franklin Christian Academy Falcons. Ever since Leon Lee started the company way back in 1944, they've been improving and providing the best residential and commercial services, from heating and air conditioning to plumbing, electrical repair, and more. Call Lee Company to see how they can help you with your business or home. You can visit their website at leecompany.com or call them at 615-567-1000 to set up an appointment. That's 615-567-1000. Tell them that the Falcon Network sent you. Let them know you appreciate their sponsorship. In the fourth quarter, Lady Falcons will have the ball at midcourt. Mia McLean in the game to throw it into Kayla Lee. 55-29. Kayla Lee loses the dribble, gets it to McLean to Litton. Litton down low for Weeks. Weeks spins on Bellamy, kicks it back to Guzzi. Long 2, no good. Oldendorf the rebound as she rips it down over Litton. Now Pugh dribbles through traffic, loses it out of bounds, but they'll say it was last touched by a Falcon. Near steal. And now push out of bounds as the bodies fly. And they'll say Lady Colts basketball after all that. Lawyer in the game. She'll throw it in. The middle to Rigsby. Rigsby drives around, goes up, misses it. Liddon stood her ground, gets the rebound. Now Liddon, left hand, dribbles it to McLean. Mia McLean hesitates, gets it to Lee. Lee will launch a three, no good. Guzzi with the rebound. Her put back, rims off, no good. Rebound pulled away by Rigsby. Picks up her dribble in the back court. Oldendorf gets it across to Pugh. Kayla Lee with the steal and Pugh with the foul. This will send Kayla Lee to the free throw line, as that'll be the 8th team foul. As Sammy Grace Donley, Peyton McLean, Carrie Johnson, and Kendall Mattis will come in for the Lady Falcons. Kayla Lee going to the line, one for the bonus. She'll stay in the game. So Kayla Lee's free throw is good. She hits the first. Kayla Lee with 20 now. She gets another one. So Lee earns the second. Front iron, no good. Battle for the rebound. McLean in there with number 34. That's Brent Liner, just entered the game. And possession is to the Lady Colts. Lady Falcons back off, 56-29. Passing to the front court. Sammy Grace Donley picks up Spears, who just entered. Dump down low. Johnson near steal. Spears picks it up. Now a three-pointer on the way that's no good. McLean's going to run the rebound down in the corner. McLean with Lawyer on her. Gets it in the front court to Lee. Lee hesitates, drives through, puts up the shot, no good. Rebound pulled down by the Lady Colts. Now Lawyer with Johnson in front of her. Crosses over, loses the dribble. Lee picks it up. Now Lee takes it all the way in, goes up and lays it in. Kayla Lee with another two. She's got 22. 57-29, or 58-29. Mattis with the steal. Mattis takes it all the way in for the layup and scores. So now 60-29. Lady Falcons up 31. Steal. Ball thrown to Mattis. Mattis spins, goes up, lays it in. Gets another two. 62-29. And now a timeout's going to be called. It will be a full timeout by the Lady Falcons. They got a 62-29 lead. It's 33 points. We'll be back in a minute here on the Falcons Sports Network. Another sponsor this year for the Falcons is Catch 23 Performance. Based in Nashville, Tennessee, Catch 23 Performance is one of the nation's leading resources for top performers. Working with athletes and their families across the United States and internationally who desire to achieve optimal performance levels and are ready to do whatever it takes to bypass their competitors. Catch 23 is one of the only firms that coaches parents of the developing athlete artists to ensure top quality of care as their child progresses anywhere from Little League and talent shows to pro levels. You can get more information about Catch 23 Performance at catch23performance.com. That's catch23performance.com. 5:45 to go. Lady Falcons with the lead. Lady Colts with the ball, 62-29. Ball lost by Abby Wolf, who entered the game. Lawyer in the backcourt. Peyton McLean, Abby Liddon, Mattis, Carrie Johnson, Sammy Grace Donley on the floor for the Lady Falcons. Shot is missed. Rebound put back, no good. Mattis with the ball. 5:20 to go. Mattis into the front court. Dribbles, loses it, gets it back. Free throw line, no good. Rebound pulled away by Meter. Loses the ball. Mattis goes up and in, gets another bucket. So the lead is now 35, 64-29. That should start a running clock for the rest of the game. Sammy Grace Donnelly with the steal. Then it's poked away from her. Picked back up. And dribbles it out of bounds, and that will give the ball back to the Lady Falcons. So now Litton throws the ball away, and that will get substitutions in the game. So now substitutions in the game as Mia McLean, Karis Weeks, Elizabeth Goosey come back in. 64-29, 4 minutes to go. 3 on the way, no good. Rebound is saved inbounds by Lady Colts. Sammy Grace Donnelly picks it up, gets it to Karis Weeks, now to Mia McLean. McLean dribbles it into the front court. Pulls back into the corner, drives baseline, and a push foul out of bounds on Meter will send McLean to the line where she'll shoot 1+1. The 9th team foul. Also in the game, number 22, Emily McLean, 8th grader. Played in the middle school game earlier. Mia McLean's free throw, no good. Rebound pulled down by Brentliner. Brentliner gets it to Wolf. Wolf across. Back to Brentliner. Mia McLean picks her up. Johnson over to Mia McLean. Stolen away by Guzzi. Now to Weeks. Weeks into the front. Dribbling ahead down. Gets it to Mia. Mia's shot no good. And poked away from behind. Brentliner got the rebound. McLean pokes it out of bounds. So the Lady Falcons get the ball, or the Lady Colts get the ball back. 2:46 to go and counting. Mia McLean, Emily McLean with the ball, dribbles it across. Now a shot off the backboard, no good. Weeks with the board. Gets it to Guzzi. Guzzi comes across. Bounce pass to Mia McLean. 3 on the way, no good. Rebound by Brentliner. Brentliner dribbles through traffic. Gets it underneath. Nice bounce pass, and so Brentliner will get the assist as Allie Spears will get the 2. Makes it 64-31. Guzzi up to McLean. McLean hesitates, fires a looping shot that is a three-pointer. So Mia McLean gets 3 more. 67-31. 2 minutes to go here in the ballgame. Emily McLean tries to dribble through traffic, battle for the rebound. A loose ball picked up by the Lady Colts. Now Brentliner thought about a 3, kicks it over to Meter. Meter drives the baseline, shoots and scores. So Meter gets the 2, 67-33. 1:40 to go here in the ballgame. Mia McLean crosses over into the middle. Tries to dump it down to Weeks. It's stolen away. Now Weeks is going to rip it back. Oh! And so the player goes down, hits her head on the back of the floor. She will need some attention. That was a hard hit. As both teams will get away fighting for the jump ball. That's a hard hit on the back of the head on the floor. Second time we've seen that tonight. Saw in the middle school boys game. Like Lily Weaver will come in. This is Meter. Just hit that shot. Now she'll come off and step on and sit on the side. So the injury timeout over. Players come back on the floor. 90 seconds to go in the ball game. After the officials' timeout, Lady Falcons will have the ball underneath the basket as the jump ball was theirs. McLean to Weeks. Weeks kicks it back to Guzzi. Back to Mia. Mia will launch the 3. That's good. Off the side of the backboard. McLean with another 3. 70-33. Mia McLean with double figures with 10 here. Brentliner in the middle, goes up, just rolls off the rim. Battle for the rebound. Emily McLean for the Lady Colts comes away with it. Gets it to Wolf. Wolf to Brent Liner again. Misses the three. Goosey's going to get the rebound this time. Under a minute to go. Goosey into the front court. Stops. Hesitates. Shoots. No good. Rebound pulled down by Wolf. Wolf gets into the front court. Drives by Sammy Grace. Into the corner. Gets it to Emily McLean. Mia on her. Back to Wolf. Wolf will launch a three that's no good. Goosey with the weak side rebound. 35 seconds to go. Up ahead for Carrie Johnson. Johnson can't gather it. It goes out of bounds. They will say last touched by the Lady Colts. Lady Falcons will have it. Goosey three, no good. Sammy Grace Donnelly battling for the rebound with McLean out of bounds. Lady Falcons will get one more crack at it. Clock running down, 10 seconds. McLean gets the ball to Sammy Grace. Sammy Grace shoots it off to the side, no good. Carrie Johnson with the rebound. Back to Weeks, to Mia McLean, down to Sammy Grace, trying to get the senior a shot. Couldn't do it, and that'll be it for the ball game. 70-33, Lady Falcons get the victory. We'll be back in about 8 minutes with the boys varsity. You switch your feed here on the Falcon Sports Network. Will Shimon, glad you could join us. Thank you to our sponsors, Catch 23 Performance and Lead Company, for sponsoring this contest.